The House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain.
Let us pray. Spirit of light, Ancient of Days, we come to you humbly asking for your guidance as the House of Representatives engages in this most sacred task of making policies for the state of Minnesota. We ask that you guide everyone, give them the wisdom and strength that they need, place it in their minds and especially their hearts. We thank you for the gift of being able to gather again in person, and we ask to continue to pray for those affected by COVID-19. We ask to keep us all safe and healthy. Encourage the spirits of each member of the House of Representatives. Hold them up when they get tired and refresh their souls when they get weary. Let us all never forget the important work we are doing serving the people of Minnesota. Please bless the state of Minnesota and all Minnesotans as we place our laws for our state in the hands of the House. We thank you for each representative that is here today, that is giving their time and talent to create a better Minnesota. In the name of all that is holy, amen.
Amen. The chaplain for today is Minister Diane Halsey, Liberty Community Church, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The clerk will take the roll. Will the chief clerk please call the names of the members who've not yet answered the quorum call?
Albright. Albright. Backer.
Backer present.
Backer present. Baker. Baker present. Bow.
Bow present.
Bow present. Davids.
David's present.
David's present. Frankie.
Frankie present.
Frankie present. Franzen. Franzen.
Franson present.
Franzel present. Grossel.
Grossel present.
Grossel present. Hamilton.
Hamilton present.
Hamilton present. Hassan. Hassan. Hausman.
Hausman present.
Hausman present. Heinzman.
Heinzman present.
Heinzman present. Hollins.
Collins present.
Hollins present. Katiza Watun.
Katiza Watun present.
Katiza Watun present. Mason. Mason present. Murphy.
Murphy present.
Murphy present. Nelson N.
Nelson Adden present.
Nelson N present. Pearson.
Pearson present.
Pearson present. Pinto.
Pinto present.
Pinto present. Poston.
Poston present.
Poston present. Quam. Quam present. Got that? Rasmussen.
Rasmussen present.
Rasmussen present. Ryer.
Ryer present.
Ryer present. Scott. Scott. Thompson.
Thompson present.
Thompson present. West.
West present.
West present. Zhang Ti. Zhang Ti present. Joachim. Joachim present. Albright. Albright. Hassan. Hassan. Scott. Scott.
The clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 92nd Session, 2022, 93rd day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Thursday, April 21st, 2022.
If there is no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Introduction of House files. The following House files have been offered for introduction. Today, the chief clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction of first reading of House Files 4816 through 4825.
First reading House Files 4816 through House File 4825. Messages from the Senate.
Message from the Senate, Madam Speaker. I hereby announce that the Senate has appointed a committee of 5 members of the Senate to act with a like committee on the part of the House of Representatives to escort the Honorable Tim Walz, Governor of the State of Minnesota, to the House chamber on the occasion of the Joint Convention on Sunday, April 24th, 2022 at 6 o'clock p.m. Senators Jasinski, Duckworth, Abler, Torres Ray, and Putnam have been appointed as members of such committee on the part of the Senate. The message is signed Cal R. Ludeman, Secretary of the Senate. Message from the Senate, Madam Speaker. I hereby announce the passage by the Senate of the following Senate file herewith transmitted. Senate file number 4062. The message is signed Cal R. Ludeman, Secretary of the Senate.
First reading of Senate files.
First reading Senate file number 4062, an act relating to state government, appropriating money for environment, natural resources, and tourism. The bill is being referred to the Committee on Ways and Means. Thank you.
Announcement by the Speaker.
Announcement by the Speaker. The Speaker announces the following change in membership of the committee to escort the Governor to the Joint Convention on Sunday, April 24th. Delete the name of Frederick, add the name of Bolden.
Motions and resolutions. There are copies of the non-controversial motions at the House desk and online. If there's no objection, we will consider these motions first. Hearing no objection, the motions prevail.
House Resolution number 11, being introduced by Erickson and others, a House resolution recognizing the first Tuesday in May as a day of statewide prayer, fasting, and repentance in Minnesota.
Announcements. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 11 a.m. Monday, April 25th, 2022.
Representative Winkler moves that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 11 a.m. Monday, April 25th, 2022. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. Announcements. Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Republican members will caucus at 5:30 today in our caucus room.
Representative Winkler. Announcement.
Well, Madam Speaker, I have an announcement, and then we'll see if we want to go back to Representative Dowd. I am going to announce and make a motion to make a recess to the call of the chair for the joint convention, but we intend to come back at 5:40. So that's the plan. DFL members, we're going to caucus at 4:15 in room 120.
Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We'll let that stand.
Okay. Any other announcements, anybody, before we move the recess to the call of the chair? Representative Winkler moves a recess to the call of the chair. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The House stands in recess.